Alright, so what we have here now is the Master Universe Origins Skeletor. Yeah, I know we're probably a couple months late since they were first released, but hey, you can still find a bunch of them at Walmart. So obviously Walmart is still trying to push the original figures, He-Man and Skeletor. So this is new packaging. Real quick, you can tell the difference from the old Skeletor to the new Skeletor is the face. The face feature is different. This one, Skeletor has his mouth open, versus the original would have Skeletor's mouth closed. Here in the back, you have a cool little art. Once again, includes a comic book that says the nefarious Overlord Skeletor wants to control the power within Castle Grayskull, and it shows him. Looks like he's sitting next to a pot of lava. Standing next to a pot of lava. Anyway, so right here it says modernizing and celebrating the original '80s Master Universe action figures. Master Universe Origins gives you the power to pose Eternia's greatest warriors as retro-style figures or in new action-packed battle positions. And you have the 6 figures that are part of the Wave 1: He-Man, Teela, Man-at-Arms, Skeletor, Evil Lyn, and Beastman. Alright, so this is the packaging, same thing. Comes with the bubble card, modern posing, retro play, and of course it comes with the comic book. In this one you can see the comic book is a little off, not centered to the little space. So we'll go and open this up and see what he's all about. Alright, so here we have Skeletor out of the package. The Lord of Darkness. The Lord of Evil, right? And so anyway, so here we go. Once again, you see mouth is open, has a ball type thing where you can look up, look down, look to the side, look to the side. Looks pretty cool action. You can fight. I guess you kind of make a cool little fight scene where He-Man punches him with the right, then the left, back to the right, and so on. Anyway, so he has body armor. Body armor is removed right here. Well, this one's kind of a little loose, so we'll put it back in together. And he has his little, I guess, extra loin right here, loin cover, whatever this is called. So he's got this removable as well. So, overall, once again, so he has joints. Move at the arms, move at the shoulders, forward and backwards. Forward and backwards only, doesn't go up and down. His elbows, his arms move at the elbows. This one looks a little stiff. I guess his calf, his bicep muscle's too big right there. But he does rotate the elbow, his wrist up and down. So there's a lot more movement than the original. So here we go, another up and down at the elbow, twist at the elbow. Okay, his knees bend at the knee, once again, and at the ankle, so you can make them running. Pretty cool. Of course, this Skeletor comes with the same 2 weapons that the original Skeletor came. Comes with this Havoc staff. Nice little sturdy. This one feels actually a little more sturdy than the original one. And second half of the power sword has a little round circles here, so it looks like it would connect to He-Man's power sword. But on this one, once again, it looks like he can only hold one weapon at a time. Let's see, Havoc staff on the right, and let's see, we can get him to hold on to the power sword right here with his left hand. He could probably do it, but it looks like it's going to be loose. So it looks like really it's best to use his right hand to hold the weapons. I personally like the feature on the neck. I kind of like that he can look up. And now he has that look where he's able to look up as if he's looking at, Prince Adam flying in on the Sky Sleigh. So, right, getting ready to do battle. So anyway, so this is Skeletor out of the box. Very cool figure. I actually like his face. I think his face is pretty cool. Actually, this face maybe looks a little scarier than the original one. But anyway, so this is Skeletor. Alright, So here we go. We're going to compare the original one, of course, with the Origins. Just by looking at it, the Origins looks a little taller, but they're actually the same height. Origins also looks a little skinnier, but they're actually the same size. One of the biggest differences you could tell, of course, is the face. This one, Skeletor has his mouth open, versus the original one, he has his mouth closed. I guess for everybody, it's a personal preference. I personally like both of them. And it also looks like perhaps maybe the new Origins has more of a his snout seems to come out a little bigger. His mouth, seems to come out a little bit more than the original one. Another big difference is the color. Skeletor in the original one, his armor and his hood is a dark purple versus the new one. It is a lighter purple. Now, if you could see the original, the Havoc staff, you could tell that it's bent. It has a little bent. I guess over time, being stored, and so on, it's got a little bent. But the original one, has always been a little more flimsy. Versus the new one, seems to be a little more sturdy. See, it doesn't really bend too easily. You can still bend it, but you'd really have to bend it really hard. So the Havoc staff on the Origins is a lot more sturdy, and they look to be the same height. Once again, the original is a little darker than the Master Universe Origins. Power swords seem to be the same. Now the power swords, once again, the original one's a little darker. This one almost looks black, versus this is a lighter color purple. The shape's a little different. The way they come together is different. This one has two holes, so you have two notches that go in there. And this one, of course, the original has that long slide, a little slit right here where the other one has, where you connect with the other little notch. So anyway, and as the same as the Havoc staff, this sword is a little more sturdy than the original sword. You can bend this one quite a bit. So once again, the weapons on the Origins appear to be, well, they are a lot more stiff. So you can actually hear it if you flick it like that versus this one. Yeah, you can still hear it, but you can see the difference. So this is the original comparison. Original Origins. Both cool. Of course, it's all personal preference, but not too bad. Not bad for a remake. Not bad. This is kind of a good way to honor the original toy line.